Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Part 2. Sorry this one came out a little late. I was busy yesterday. Had things to do. But anyways, today we are back. Part 3, I don't know when that's coming out. I'm not going to make any more promises anymore. Because if I do, I'm going to mess it up. Because I try to make promises, but, you know. So, basically, if you haven't seen the last episode, go watch it. But basically, Dylan had this terrible friend who, I want to briefly mention something. I know the name's changed halfway through. We're still gonna, and I didn't really have time to edit it out. So, basically, this is just, so, we're just going to stick to it. So, we're just going to stick to the name I gave him in the story and move on from there. Yeah, sorry for the mistake in the last video. But, anyways. So, basically, last time, Dylan met this kid, and he was really annoying. He was entitled. He was a kind of a douchey person, but was really good at manipulating Dylan to do what he wanted. Well, actually, I don't think he was ever like that. But, he was good at manipulating Dylan to think everyone else is wrong. And at this point, Dylan's friends, Dylan's parents were basically telling him that he needs to stop hanging out with him. So, Dylan decides that it's finally time to stop hanging out with this kid. So, but then, of course, he starts getting all sappy and is like, oh, I can change, give me a second chance, blah, 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 blah. And that's basically, so, and he figured, okay, well, his parents also said, you know, might as well give him a second chance, like, and then just see how it is. And, you know, that seems fair to an extent. Like, I think a second chance is all you should really get. There's no third chance, there's no fourth chance. But second chances are what you should get. But, basically, but kind of a red flag that was a red flag was basically that whenever Noah asked Micah what he did wrong, Micah said, I don't know. So, clearly this guy is ignorant to the fact that he did anything wrong, which is kind of a red flag, but, you know, Dylan still gave him a second chance. Maybe a mistake, but, you know, well, it turns out to be a mistake, but, you know, at the time, you know, there was good intentions. But you know what they say? I don't know, the road to HE double hockey stick is paved with good intentions. I could probably say the word, but, you know, if I ever want to monetize this video, I'll have to just refrain from saying it. Anyways, the problem immediately starts whenever, I don't know, the timeline around this is really shaky, but at one point, Dylan gets, so this kid has a Discord server, and at first it was a dead Discord server. There was people on it, but, like, for the most part, nothing was really there. But I don't know what happened. Maybe he broke up with a girl or something. I don't know the specifics. But what I do know is he changed that to love. It was either love is pain or love isn't real, and would talk about, and I guess said something about how, you know, love isn't real, being, you know, the emo kid that he definitely is. And, you know, that's yeah, I mean, it's just kind of a little cringy when you do that, like, oh, love is pain. Like, you ever see those people like, love is pain, I'm gonna go to Hot Topic, and I feel bad for Hot Topic that they're the ones associated with that. That's just their brand. That's their demographic, not their brand. But anyways, so, you know, he has this Discord channel, and everyone finds it, and, you know, Dylan's probably rethinking his choices. Actually, he probably wasn't. He was probably just, you know, still thinking, this is okay. However, the problem then arises whenever, later on, when you just see how much of an emo person he is. So, this kid, for context, I haven't really been bringing this up, but, like, despite the fact he's pretty kind of emo, the thing is, he likes making a bunch of suicide jokes, but, like, he doesn't tell him, like, jokes. He tells him, like, you know, there's a line you shouldn't cross, and he's probably crossed that line multiple times. Like, he's crossed the line so much that you can't, from where he's standing, he can't see the line. That's how far he's crossed it. And how many times he's crossed it. And as you can see, yeah. So basically, Dylan's dog. You probably, if you've gone in seen any of his videos, you've probably seen them. His dog scratched him, and I don't know where he scratched him, but I don't know if he sent a picture to Tommy or if he posted it somewhere. I don't know, but Tommy ended up seeing it, and he sends a text back and quote, hand on the Bible. This is exactly what he says. Says, "Oh, you cut yourself too?" And when I heard this, like, remember, this is Dylan over a Discord call telling me this, and I'm over here like, what? He actually said that. Oh my goodness. And so Dylan is basically like, but Dylan describes that the picture is near his neck and the cut marks, and he thinks, well, if he was actually cutting himself there, then wouldn't he be dead by now? So he thinks there's some BS going on here, and basically because it really stinks, you can smell the BS, and now I don't know if he actually has a cat or dog. He might. I can't remember if Dylan said he did, but he's denying the fact. But I think he actually does have one of them. And he's denying the fact that he's just cutting himself when it's not one. Again, also one of his pets just scratched him. But that's really, and so it's just like, why would you even joke about that? Honestly, like, why? It's honestly it was really it just showed to his to. It was really what was frustrating about, and again, the frustrating thing was just that this wasn't really something he'd okay. And of course, during this whole thing, he'd be throwing temper tantrums. He was extremely entitled. Like, I don't think I really need to go over this again. Like, we got the details, but personally, the red flag, the red flags were there, but Dylan still tries to ignore them. But then there is a final straw. The final straw. The last straw. The last straw in the drawer. That's what. I'm just kidding. But anyways, so Dylan used to stream a little whenever he was, like, I don't know when this, maybe it was like 2 years ago. Like 2 years ago, Dylan would stream a little bit. And basically, I might link the stream where this happened in the description. I might do that. But the stream is basically he's trying to, so he's playing TF2, and to make sure it isn't boring, he has Tommy come on so he could talk to him. Well, like mentioned previously, Tommy is a bit of a weeaboo, and he likes anime. So, and I've watched the stream, and so he was blasting music through Discords, because on Discord, I don't feel like I need to explain it, but for those of you who aren't on Discord, there's this thing called Rhythm Bot, and in group channels, voice channels, voice channels, you can play Rhythm Bot, and Rhythm Bot will play music or a YouTube video or something, like. So he's playing music, and Dylan's basically Dylan's just keeps shutting it off, and then Tommy turns it back. Crap, I said his name again. You know what? Screw it. Screw it. His name was Tommy. Let's be honest with ourselves. Oh, if he finds out about this video, there will be, oh gosh, that's gonna be hilarious. You know what? I hope he finds this video. He'll give me more content. That'd be hilarious. But anyways. So, basically, he keeps playing this music, and he keeps playing the music, and playing the music, and playing the music, and Dylan is just trying to he keeps shutting it off. He's like, shutting it off, and eventually, he ends up figuring out that to just mute it for himself. So, he mutes it for himself, so the viewers can't hear it, he can't hear it, and you think Tommy would be, a little rational, and decide, you know what? you know what? Maybe I'm acting. Maybe I should act like an adult and stop playing music on his stream. Like remember, this is all on his stream. Or he's like, so in his head, it's like, okay, I think I have two options. I can either be mature or act like a child. So he decides to act like a little child and mute and deaf himself, which basically means he can't talk to Dylan, and to mute him and deafen Dylan. So he can't hear Dylan, and Dylan can't hear him. So Dylan's trying to talk to him during the stream, but then he eventually realizes that what he did, what Tommy did, and and he has to literally take away his admin powers just so he won't talk, just so he'll talk to him. But guess what? So Tommy decides that the best idea is to just mute himself. So he does that, and I don't think Dylan can really do anything. So Dylan literally, I mean, the stream was going on for 3 hours, but Dylan literally has to end the stream because nothing's interesting happening anymore. But still, how, you're ruining your friend's stream. Like, are you? I mean, I just didn't get this. Like, whenever I'm hearing the story, I'm like, and watching the stream, it's like, he doesn't even seem like he cares. Like, I think during none of this, he cared about, or felt any remorse, or whatever. He did not care, or or just care. So Dylan decides to finally just stop talking to him. So he does. So he stops talking to Tommy. But you know when you're through that process where you got to block him from everything. Well, he hadn't gotten around to blocking him, and some people are slow to that. But that will cause problems later. However, this is the end of the video. You'll just have to wait for part 3. Part 3, it definitely will come out next week. It'll definitely be out by then. Probably before Wednesday. I'm gonna make sure it is before Wednesday. But I hope you guys enjoyed this part. Make sure to watch the previous part. There will be a link at the end of the video. I'll also throw one in the description, just in case. I'll throw one in the description. I'll throw one at the end of the video to watch it. I probably should have led with that one. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. See y'all later. Peace.